Hi, Glenn. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to your reading. I just want to say thank you so much for purchasing this reading from me. And I do hope that I can shed some light on your situation with Christy today. So I just sat here and read everything that you wrote to me. Usually with a lengthy message like that, I will go ahead and save it to just really savor the energies for the reading. And I'm glad that I did because, it was definitely a lot, but it was necessary though. And so I totally agree with you there. I wouldn't have basically understood this connection had you not go into all those details. So thank you for doing that. There's just so many things that just as being a woman, it's not about just me being a woman. I actually have a lot of masculine energy. I really identify with more being the masculine than I do the feminine on this journey, which is why I feel like I'm a pretty good reader in the sense that I can go back and forth pretty easily within and kind of understand things. I can completely understand where she's coming from. She's definitely in the masculine. And also I want to say, and this is not to label all Capricorns this way, but I'm glad that you gave me her birthday because it does explain a lot about her. Capricorns will, usually stick with, the material things, meaning the things that are logical, practical, that make sense, that make them feel comforted, that make them feel stable and that sort of thing. So the fact that she's staying in the connection, she has children and that sort of thing, it makes a lot of sense. And just being a female in general, a woman, and that's not to say that she couldn't take care of herself, but there's just a lot of things that, as a society or just within a dynamic of a family, our upbringing, that causes us to feel like we need that. So I just feel like there's so many things that are going on with her. It's obvious that you guys came together and had this amazing connection. She completely opened up with it and felt it. And then all of a sudden she just attacked you. So it was really interesting to read that because that's what people obviously do, is they will attack when they feel like you are impeding on what they are needing to change or how they're needing to grow. And I just see that she's probably becoming very triggered by you at this point. And unfortunately, it's taking a negative toll on you, but I think that you're probably aware and spiritual enough to understand that this is not about you. It's about her. But what I'm going to do, and I'm going to read to you what you just wrote to me, because you had said here that because of the no communication, you're wondering how much of this she thinks is you're doing, even though she told you not to contact her. So you want to know, should you reach out? We're going to go ahead and let Spirit be our guide today. But when I've been in this situation before, on your end, but also on her end, all I want to say is that at this point, as much as you want to reach out to her, I don't know that will have a positive effect because she is very much in the strikeout mode. She might even, get crazy enough to like block you or, feel like you're a stalker at that point. You definitely don't want to take away from the truth of the matter. And I feel like when people are pushing because they, need the other person to understand, or they don't want them to look at us in a negative light, what it actually ends up doing is it just ends up having more of a negative effect. So I just wanted to say that that's just my opinion, but of course we will let Spirit be our guide. You want to know, is it done? Have her feelings changed? Is your intuition right that there are issues or addictions regarding physical affection that she can't let it go? Is she hiding secrets, indiscretions, and other attractions? By the way, the husband that she is putting all of her energy into is Josh. Okay, thank you. He's a Cancer. Cancer and Capricorn combination. You got two people that may be, together for all the wrong reasons. That's just what I'm going to say about that. Or is their soul connection getting stronger? You know that your best course is to just deal with your own shadows and focus on self-love and progress in your creative areas. However, of course, we know that it is impossible to just disconnect from this energy. What I want to say is this. I've spent 11 years being in constant every day, well, I should say almost every single day, connection with my twin flame. And, I have other situations going on to where that shouldn't even be happening, but it has. I finally transmuted this energy. So it is possible. I just want you to know that. It doesn't mean that you will forget about her, and it doesn't mean that you will no longer feel those same intense feelings, but it will subside. It will be placed in a special place in your soul and your heart where it will not hurt you every day. It will not rule your life. So it is possible, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this. So I do have on my iPad here, I want to make sure that I get these things addressed. Even though you did purchase the self-love reading, I want to go ahead and really focus on these questions because these are important to you. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. So I want to know specifically, and I know I just talked the first 5 minutes, so we're going to definitely spend the whole next 30 minutes in this reading. So let's do that. We're going to go ahead and see what is her energies right now towards you, okay? Let's go ahead and see what her 3D energy is, but also her 5D energy, because I know her 5D energy knows what the situation is. So, but let's get into it. Her 5D energy versus her 3D energy. Let's see. All right, so where's Christy right now in regards to Glenn? See her overall energy towards you, the overall archetype that she's coming through as. Mentor. Her overall energy is there's definitely something that she's learning, okay? So again, whether or not she's connected to her higher self or her lower self right now, wherever she's operating from, which it does, of course, sound like she's very much in her 3D self, there's a mentoring going on here. There's definitely some sort of wisdom that she has learned from you so far. So she cannot deny that. She can't deny that you came into her life in order to basically teach her something about herself, about her soul development. Let's go ahead and see her 3D energy towards you. 3D energy towards you is she definitely still has a connection to you. So if she is, the way that she's acting right now, it's out of fear, okay? King of Pentacles is an energy here where she's with her person right now. She's choosing him out of security, but she still very much has a physical attraction towards you. And she still feels your energy in a physical way in her life, actually in her 3D world. So regardless of how upset she is, regardless of how much she's triggered and she's projecting onto you, she still actually feels this connection with you. Yep, her higher self, she knows. This is the High Priestess. She knows. Her higher self does know this connection, understands this connection. But see, this is the thing. The higher self is even telling you through this reading to listen, okay? Don't listen to what's not being said. Don't listen to listen to what's not being said. That is so key here. As far as the words that she's using, that she's used in the 3D world, don't listen to those words because those words are being spoken out of fear. They're being spoken out of being triggered, okay? But the High Priestess is the inner self, the higher self that knows the situation, knows the connection, understands the connection. So I'm just getting her 3D energy towards you, the way that she thinks about you. Yes, she still thinks about you. I'm getting that in Pentacles energy. Pentacles means in the 3D world, she still thinks about you. And in her higher self here, her higher self knows your connection. So she is aware of this connection. I don't think that that was one of your questions per se. You know that she feels this connection. Is it done? Have her feelings changed? I'm seeing no. But her reaction towards you, do you see the bull here? The bull, if you push her, that's what you're going to get is the horns. So that's the thing. She's not wanting you to mess with her security right now. She's not wanting you to mess with her world that she has created that makes her feel secure right now. So if you do, you're going to get the horns. And so I'm just really getting that Spirit is confirming what I had said before coming into this reading. And I have to consider, that's my opinion, or is this what Spirit wants to tell you? I'm getting it matches up. I don't think that you should reach out, but that's just my opinion. And this is what Spirit's bringing forth. Really be quiet because that's what the energy is. The High Priestess is just to withdraw and go within. It's not a time of speaking. So I'm even getting from her, she's telling you, listen to what I said. Do not contact me. Okay? Because I'm in this bull's energy right now. And I'm going to be aggressive towards you if you contact me. So I don't think that you should, because our higher self is even telling you to listen to what she said. That's what I'm getting from this reading. So why don't we go ahead and go into the heart space here. Heart space. Yeah, see, the heart space, it's freeing her connection with you. She can let go. And even though obviously you guys came together and you guys had this amazing universal connection, the Fool to me is universal. It's spiritual. It's very unconventional as well. Okay. So it's completely different than what she's got going on in her everyday life. It's very freeing. Okay. But it's like, I've fallen off this cliff. I'm still hanging on. She hasn't let go. So in her heart space, she definitely still has these feelings for you, but she doesn't feel safe enough to let go and let you completely in. She just can't do it. She can't do it right now. Interesting, you're taking the lead. So what she's telling you actually from her higher self is to take the lead. You are obviously in connection with your power. You are in connection with spirit. You are just plugged into the spiritual journey, like you're in it. So she's telling you with that Three of Wands energy, continue to create. The Three of Wands to me is an artist card. It's somebody who is creating things. They are creating the canvas of their life. They're painting the canvas of their life. So what she's telling you from her higher self is, even though I can't jump with you right now, I want you to take the lead for the both of us, for the connection down the line, for when I am ready. Okay. Now, of course, there's no guarantee that she will be ready. She can, of her own free will and accord, stay stuck and stay with this guy, whatever, you know, if that's her prerogative to do so. But what she is telling you from her higher self right now is to take the lead. Take the lead and take control of your life. And that's exactly what you're doing. Okay. So I feel like that's really getting answered here in regards to, you know, should you reach out? I'm seeing probably not. And I'm seeing where we're asking, is it done? Have her feelings changed? I'm seeing no, but see, you're pushing her to make decisions that she does not want to make. And so when you mess with the bull, you're going to get the horns, and that bull is stubborn and she doesn't want to change right now. She doesn't want to change her dynamic. And so that's what you're getting. You're experiencing the bull, and the bull will bully you to back down. And that's what's happening here. But what she's actually telling you here is that there's actually more that she's withholding. She is keeping things within. They're held within. And she cannot speak of these things with the High Priestess. So instead, because she's not willing to jump right now, take the lead. Take the lead on your own journey. Move forward on this journey. Continue to flourish and grow for the both of us. Obviously for yourself, but for the connection. She's going to learn something from you by you taking the lead. By you being in your truth, you're helping her to see, even though, you know, you guys are not physically together, but just that sense of knowing who you are, that you are so in alignment with your truth. She wants that for herself, but she's afraid. So you are mentoring her by taking the lead and moving forward with your life with great stride. Not letting things take you off of your path that's true for you. You are showing her the way, whether you realize it or not. Okay. So by contacting her, by trying to get her to see, that energy isn't going to work. That's just what I'm getting here. It's not going to work. I'm telling you from not only from the cards that I see, but I'm telling you from a masculine and feminine perspective and somebody who's been in this energy before. So I understand what that energy is. When the more you push, the more you're going to get the horns. That's just what I'm getting here. And it's not you. It's not that she doesn't care about you, but the anger and the frustration and all those triggers, they surmount the truth. It blinds you to where you are now hurting that person that you love. And you can't even see straight. So you're just simply in anger. And that's just what I'm seeing for her. So is your intuition right that there are issues or addictions regarding her physical affection that she can't let go? So why don't we go ahead and go into that and just see, you know, where she is at. Where is she at? Where is Christy at on this journey right now? Okay. Where is she at in the things that are affecting the situation? Interesting. We have following my truth and inner wellspring. This is the thing. Her inner wellspring, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with her inner self. There's something wrong with something going on inside. She's not able to follow her truth because of this. So what Spirit is saying is that I have an inner wellspring of love that overflows. Well, the thing is that I'm getting here that it's a lack of self-love. There's something to where she doesn't love herself enough or doesn't feel like she deserves something. And so this is one of the biggest issues that she has. So whether it's an addiction or something like that. What I'm getting here is that there's definitely an inner wellspring that is not springing. So whatever she's feeling inside is what she is actually has and experiencing in her outer world. So it's how she feels about herself is what she is getting mirrored back to her within her partnership. So it's forcing her to have to face whatever inadequacies or whatever issues that she has, wherever she is, not full of abundance. If she sees this lack within her marriage, it's because there's a lack within her. It's actually not the other person. It is what's going on with her. So she's not a victim. So there's this kind of energy here where she's going to have to find that truth that what she's experiencing is because of her own issues, because of her own lack. That's just what I'm getting here. Okay. And the thing is, your energy, there's not lack. That's foreign to her. That makes her feel like I need to go back into the lack. I need to go back into challenge and issues. Yes, she doesn't have clarity. She doesn't have clarity right now. So the Ace of Swords means that I have the clarity that I'm seeking. I'm seeing things. She can't see the truth right now. She's blind right now. And that's okay because that's just where she's at as a human being on this journey. That's just where things are at right now for her. Yeah, with the Six of Swords. So what she's going to do rather than facing the truth is she's going to run away. And that's what I'm seeing with the Six of Swords, okay? So until she does that work on herself, she's not going to want to see or face the truth. But I do see that there is hope, though, with the star being in the upright position and healing. So there's definitely something that needs to be healed, whether or not it's an addiction or not. Trust your own intuition. We actually already got this confirming from Spirit here. Trust your intuition, which is the High Priestess when it shows up in a reading. So I'm getting confirming that you are correct with whatever it is that you feel is going on because she is your twin flame. So you're going to know automatically what the situation is. Trust that. Something definitely needs to be healed, though, and she is blocking out the truth of whatever this is, but it's within her. It's not her outer world. So I hope that makes sense to you and clears something up, that there's something inside of her that is lacking. And so it's being mirrored to her through the outer experience of the people that she's surrounding herself in. So what she's experienced right now is not in alignment with her truth. What she experienced with you was in alignment with her truth. But the thing is if we are not well, if we are not healed, we are going to run back to a comfortable situation that is not good for us. And that is the situation that she's involved in right now. Not only is she there for circumstantial reasons, financial reasons, security reasons, codependency reasons, addiction reasons, it stems from her lack of self-worth. And that is something that she's going to have to come to terms with. And she's not ready to do that right now, is what Spirit's saying. Okay. Is she hiding secrets and indiscretions and other attractions? So this is an energy here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Is he hiding secrets? Okay. Let's go ahead and tap into his energy. This is Josh. We want to tap into Josh's energy just to basically see what kind of character we're dealing with here and what Spirit has to say about it. Well, there's definitely a soul connection between the two of them, and there's the children there. So they were supposed to come together to have children, okay? But it's like the road, they're at an impasse, I guess we could say, or a crossroads. This right here is telling us that they may not be destined to move forward past this. They came together to have children. That contract has been fulfilled. Now it's time to move on. That's just what I'm getting here. I'm actually getting their soul contract. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. I'm seeing he hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. This will happen again. Whatever problems they had before will resurface again. Okay, Knight of Pentacles doesn't change. Yep, Two of Wands. Whatever plans that they have, whatever decisions that they've talked about, that they're going to move forward in a positive direction, I'm actually seeing that's not going to happen. Whatever he said he's going to change, he's going to revert back to his old ways, okay? So is he hiding something? Well, of course he's hiding something. He wants to stay together for the kids. He wants to stay together for the history that they have had so far. There's a Page of Wands too. The Page of Wands can also not only represent children, but can also represent passion. I'm not seeing like deep love here. I'm seeing love for children, but I'm not seeing a love connection between the two of them. It doesn't mean that he doesn't love her in some way or she doesn't love him, but their situation is based more on need. And I don't really see like he's trying to deceive her. I'm just seeing who he is. It's like he can't really change. So he's going to put on a good face and a good act in order to basically make it to where they don't break up as a family. And I don't see that that's like coming from a bad or evil place, but she's going to end up on the same road with him again, passionless, somebody who is just not opening up there's some kind of an issue there. So I see a soul connection to come together as soulmates to have children, but I'm seeing like karmic soulmate, and now they're supposed to clear this energy. And I see 2 cards that indicate moving forward, and they're both in reverse, which tells me, and then this energy means it's not moving at all, 9 of Pentacles. So that really tells me here that as far as like what he's hiding, I don't necessarily see that he's being deceptive or hiding secrets or indiscretions or other attractions. I'm just seeing that at the core of who he is, he hasn't really changed. And, but his soul, it's kind of like his motivation is for the children, and it is for the family unit that they've built up so far. It's for what they've built. That's just what I'm getting here. The house and the kids, that's really what it is about for him. So I don't really see that as being bad. I don't really see that being a negative. So it's more in this energy though of maybe that's all they came together to do, and now it's time to basically move forward. And if they are experiencing any kind of sexual rekindling and passion, it's not a love connection. It's not deepening their soul connection. So I know that this is one of your things here, is their soul connection getting stronger. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. And not that you're sorry about that, but I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. I see that somebody's not changing. I see that if they're going through a period right now to where things seem to be like they're getting better, they're going to revert back to the way that they were. And this is going to happen because it's karmically supposed to happen. There's a lesson that they still are refusing to see or learn. And we do see that she's refusing to see the truth. So it's going to come back again to basically haunt her. She's going to have to deal with it one way or another. And she might be telling you to F off right now, and she doesn't want to deal with you, and cutting you out of her life may also, she feels, cut out the truth in reality. But in reality, those problems aren't going anywhere. She's going to have to face them one way or another. So let's go ahead and take a look at your connection with her. Okay. So where is the connection right now? What does Spirit want to say about it? Yep. It's in separation, obviously. Wow. Look at that. Karmically bound. There's definitely this energy here of codependency. This is the devil's energy. I was wondering if the devil was going to come up in this reading, and it hasn't yet, but it's coming through now. This is an energy here of being bound by darkness, being bound by our addictions, by our shadows. Okay, so this goes for you and her. It's not just her. You're bound also. You're facing your addictions. You're facing, your darkness. You're facing your shadows. All those uncomfortable things are coming to the surface. And you guys are doing this work, obviously, while you're in separation. So what it does is it forces people to have to refocus. So what she's doing is she's not going to disconnect from her karmic situation right now. She's made it evidently clear. So that forces you to have to refocus and go into a new direction. That's what she does need to do. She needs to go into a new direction, but she doesn't want to do that right now. Yep. So instead, she's just going to abandon the journey. She's going to abandon you. She's going to leave you basically out in the cold, and you're obviously feeling this energy. Yep, but we have spring. So this is a potential for growth. There's potential for a new birth, a new rekindled connection between the two of you later. Could be in spring. I don't know where you're at in the world, but there's an energy here where, we're in winter. Obviously, the next season is spring, but spring really has to do with new growth and new opportunity. So I'm just seeing that, while you guys are in this separation, dealing with your shadows, dealing with abandonment issues, she's abandoning you, basically. She's cutting you off. She's refocused. She's turning her back on you. There's definitely new energy, though, that's coming from all of this, okay? That's what I'm getting from this. So let's go ahead and see what that new energy may possibly be. Wow. We have tradition, which is doing the right thing, making choices out of integrity. We have destiny calls. So what I'm getting here is that this is going to come full circle again for her. You guys are going to feel the call. She's going to feel that pull towards you. Okay, and it's probably going to be when she's still with her partner is what I'm getting here, because we have this card of marriage. But this is a card of integrity. This is a card of doing the right thing. Yeah, see, we have waiting. What we've been waiting for comes. So I'm just seeing that the universe may orchestrate it to where the two of you do come back together at some point. But I'm just seeing you definitely don't want to wait, though, on this return. You want to basically move forward and continue to move forward with your goals. We already had the Three of Wands come up for you earlier in the reading, and I'm seeing that it definitely still applies here. You're supposed to take the lead. This is the same exact card, but a different deck, Three of Wands. So you're supposed to take the lead. This does say waiting. We're waiting for our ships to return. This is a knowing that something is going to happen, knowing that someone is going to return one day, knowing that this connection isn't over. So it's about you being in your own truth, but also facing your shadows, facing your triggers, your abandonment issues, if you have any now from her abandoning you and turning her back on this journey. This is about you clearing through the cycle, clearing through all of these shadows, while she's obviously trying to figure out what she's supposed to do. Does she do the right thing, act with integrity? Does she apologize? Does she start to see the error of her ways and come back and return? She's destined to come back to you and say, hey, I was wrong. I feel this energy here. There's something shifting in spring, or there's some kind of a energy here of the future between the two of you, that something's going to shift in a positive way. So let's see what this might bring up. This positive shift. What may this bring up? People taking responsibility. Look at that. See, I already got that here. Okay. It says you are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love that you express. So this is somebody apologizing. So I'm seeing this energy here that even though she's turning her back on you and she's writing you off right now, I'm seeing you've got to let her come to her own conclusions. If you push her, this might not happen. I mean, it may happen. It might just take longer. Okay. So you've got to have more faith here that, you know, things are in divine order right now. Things are being orchestrated this way for a particular reason. This is a part of her soul development right now, is to learn, to have to reflect, to have to go back and kind of be touched by this energy again. And she won't be touched by this energy again if it's in her face. So you've got to completely disconnect. You got to completely fall off the grid is what I'm getting here. She's got to basically get to this energy where she feels like, oh my God, you know. She might even need to feel a little bit of the disconnect on your end. And you're not doing it to hurt her. You're doing it for her own good. I'm getting here tough love. Tough love on her part. That's why you're taking the lead. You're more ascended than she is. So you're taking the lead in your connection. And you guys designed it to be this way, to where she would be a few steps behind you so you could take the lead in this lifetime to help her. Remember, you're the mentor. You're mentoring her. That's what I'm getting here. You're the mentor in this lifetime. So let's go ahead and get some other messages here. Interesting. We have voyage. This is about taking off a voyage, a rocket ship. This is what she wants to say. How could you still love me after all I've done? I'm getting here that she's going to tell you this. She's going to tell you this in the future here, because you know what? You're going to keep moving forward with your journey. You're not going to let this situation hold you back. But whenever she returns, whenever she finds you, whenever she wants to talk to you again, she's going to say this to you. How could you still love me after all I've done? She's going to apologize, is what I'm getting here from Spirit. She's sorry now, but she can't tap into that energy and stay there long enough to actually do it. It might come in flutters for her, but I'm just seeing that her fire, her energy right now, with the bull's energy, that stubborn energy, where you're not going to tell me what to do. You're not going to interfere with my security. There's this energy where she's going to fight back with you. But as you continue to move forward on your voyage, on your journey, she is going to come back and say, how could you still love me after all I've done? She's not going to be sure if you love her. And that is actually what's going to draw her to want to come back to you. That's going to actually pull her back towards you, this destiny that's going to call her back your way to take responsibility for her actions. She's going to feel really bad, is what I'm getting here, for how she's treated you, because she just definitely turned her back on you, refocused in another direction, and abandoned you. And you guys have this special soul connection. You can't just turn your back on your twin flame and basically live the rest of your life in peace. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's just what I'm getting from Spirit. So there's definitely something that is worth waiting for, but you're not to put your life on hold waiting for it, if that makes sense. Know it's coming in the future. It will come, but you got to continue to move forward. It's not plain and simple, but that's just the fact. She is going to apologize, though, is what I'm getting here. So why don't we go ahead and close the reading with some messages from Spirit for you? What they really want you to basically focus on and concentrate on for your own healing. Let's see. I got cards that fell off, so I'm going to just go ahead and pick up the card that fell. I feel like it goes together. Dreams and clairaudience. You got to notice the loving guidance that you hear inside of your mind when you're sleeping. This is where I receive my information. I get most of my information from spirit in regards to like ideas and things when I'm kind of in that in-between state of twilight and sleep. So there's some kind of a angel communication coming to you, or your guides or your higher self that's speaking to you while you are either dreaming, sleeping, or even meditating. So they want you to pay attention to that, okay? Interesting, we have intuition. You can trust your intuition. So this is the second time in this reading that it did come up, confirming for you that you can trust your intuition on the situation. So whatever that means to you, your intuition was telling you something. You wanted to confirm what that was through this reading, and I feel like it was confirmed. You're confirmed with how you're feeling. Now, of course, some of your fears are going to pop up, and I'm getting that you're not correct with that. She does still have feelings for you, so that hasn't changed. Your fear is going to cause you to feel like it's not the same. It is. It's just in a different vibration right now. It's still there, but it's in a different vibration. And the vibration that the two of you are on, it's a mismatch right now, which is why she's going to fight you every step of the way. So that's why you got to back off a little bit. You are safe, though. So Spirit is saying that you are safe to trust your intuition. You have Archangel Michael confirming it. It's also saying that you're safe on this journey. You're being guarded and protected against lower vibrational energies. So it's saying here that when you're thinking about, you're trusting your intuition, like, I just know that that's right. I just have this inner knowingness. When your thoughts and your fears and your ego step in to try to take you off of the path, don't let it. Spirit or Archangel Michael is saying, I'm here to help protect you against these lower vibrational energies. So if also too, like if you're hearing, different things, or maybe people speak, or teachers, or even readings that are negatively triggering you, click off, stop watching them, because that just means that you need to protect yourself from lower vibrational energies. And we also have money. There's something about money that they want you to focus on. They want you to focus on the material world. And we have sensitivity. Interesting. So this is about being really sensitive, really creative when it comes to making money. Are you an artist? Do you create something? I know that you had said something about your creative talent or something like that. Let me read this. You are saying here that you know that your best course is to just deal with your own shadows and focus on self-love and progress in your creative areas. So I'm just seeing here that a highly sensitive person is usually very creative. And so we tend to create out of this energy here of sensitivity, because we can sense things, we can feel things, we can identify with things. We're in that dreamy energy here of being like an artist. And I don't mean like picking up a paintbrush or anything like that. You can be a creative person in so many different ways. But there's something about money. It's about your abilities and turning this into making money. That's how they want you to basically find your way through this abundance through your talents, and concentrate on making more money with this, or taking this into a direction. So this is a great thing for you to focus on while you're in this energy where you don't know what's happening with her. It's a great way to shift your vibration as well. It's a great way to basically take yourself out of any lower vibrational energies. So whatever you're dreaming, whatever ideas you're getting, and if it has something to do with creativity and making money, Spirit is saying you got to trust your intuition. You are safe to basically move forward on new paths and on an, in a new endeavor or some kind of new project. They want you to really focus there, because we can see it is a part of her destiny to basically come back and apologize and see the error of her ways, and basically want to start fresh after the separation, after abandoning you, after her turning her back on you. So right now it's just about her disconnecting from you because she can't see the truth, and it's stemming from her own lack of self-worth. But there is something about she will be guided by the stars, destiny. I really feel here these are going together. Destiny is going to call her to attention to basically reconnect with you and want to basically figure out what's here. So I just feel like this is unfinished business for her. And so she's going to be called once again to basically deal with something. And I did see through this card here an apology for her actions, an apology for her acting a certain way with you, for abandoning you, for her turning her back on you. So that's really beautiful. I love the way that this reading went. I hope that you felt the same. I really feel like there was a lot of positive energies here, a lot of confirmations that there's definitely, she still does feel something for you, but it's unfortunately, it's being masked with some very heavy, stubborn energy. And it's just because of her fears. It's her fears of not wanting to change, not wanting to let go, not wanting to face reality, not wanting to face all of those scary things that come along, you know, with disconnecting from a marriage, children, family that we've built, things like that. So it's not just about, you know, her refound connection. Because see, when you were explaining to me in your story that she wanted to be more of an open marriage, and this is going to sound a little judgmental on my part, but I feel like I can be judgmental because I've had friends that are in open marriages. That is one of the biggest disservices that you can do, not only to yourself, but also to your partner. That is not somebody who's living in their truth. That is somebody who wants to basically, if you want my honest opinion, to have their cake and eat it too. There is no such thing as an open marriage. You either want to be committed and with that person or you don't. And you want to be able to basically have the best of both worlds. It's an extremely selfish, extremely unfair situation for everybody involved. And so I think when push came to shove, what's happening here is it's easier for her to stay with the comfortable old shoe rather than face basically freedom and the truth of true happiness with you. So right now she's just battling those demons within herself, and you are a reminder of that truth, and that's very scary. And sometimes we can stomp out and squash like a bug, you know, what we don't want to deal with. And that's exactly why she is attacking you in such a dramatic fashion, because that letter that you sent to her was so beautiful. For her to take that and to attack you afterwards, there's something going on with her that has nothing to do with you. So anyways, Glenn, I really hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that my own opinion on it, you know, that you take that okay. I know you didn't really ask for that, but I just felt guided to, just like I said, as a woman, as also being in that situation, you know, but at some point in my life, as well as being also masculine and feminine, and being triggered and attacking, also being attacked. I've been on both ends. I feel like I understand, you know, where she's coming from. And so I just hope that that helps you. Anyways, thank you again. I hope that, just moving forward, that you just are able to find just so much peace, harmony, and happiness on your own journey. And happy holidays if you celebrate. And thanks again for coming to me for a reading. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.